I'm really hoping that this is not for my life when I say this. Because rubbing of the paths, if you like, and then you go off and you do your own thing. So yeah, I haven't even been at home for 6 months of this year. Hello, my name is Lucy Davis, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, ladies and gents, we are at the most powerful time of our lives right now. Things are getting extremely, extremely spicy. I filmed a video a couple of days ago called The Beginning of the End. And when I did that video, a lot of stuff from the past kept coming up. So, statements that I'd made some time back. And I just kind of felt like I needed to put something concise together for the YouTube channel so that you guys can just kind of understand where I am and where I've been, but also really get into alignment of some of the energies that are taking place at the moment. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to have the time to do the new moon video at that point or the December energy video at that point. So I kind of wanted to put a bit of a stop gap, or an interim video in there for you guys to kind of like get to speed with where I am and what's going on. And what's fascinating is, since I've done that video, a lot of stuff has come to the surface. So there's been a lot highlighted. And these are predictions that I made way back when. So I really do feel that we are in very, very powerful times right now. Probably the most powerful times that we have ever known. We closed the door on 19th of November. And we opened another door, which is why I called the last video The Beginning of the End. And I actually feel as if we have taken a walk through a door, but it's kind of been a quantum leap. Now, I'm very excited by this. I am super, super, super excited, because it almost feels like we are, in the next few days, we're stepping into Mercury retrograde, and it's going to be a few weeks of disconnect, a few weeks of misunderstandings, a few weeks of communication issues, downfalls, whatever. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're going to be absolutely flying again the other side of this. So, long story short, ladies and gents, this is the new moon video for the 30th of November or the 1st of December, depending on where you are around the world. So it's kind of like the second new moon of November for part of the world, and the rest of the world, it will be on the 1st of December. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, I have been away doing Soul School retreat in Spain, and it has been absolutely magic. The shifts, the testimonials, everything that has gone has been really, really kind of like taken life to a whole new level. There is purging taking place in everybody. There is shifts that are taking place. We're really getting to see things on a new level. A lot of people that I'm speaking to since then, relationships are breaking down. Not people that have been at the retreat, by the way, but a lot of people that I've spoken to, clients that I've spoken to since then, have been, they've really got this consciousness of relationships are collapsing very, very quickly. And this is kind of like the build up to the crescendo. We are in the thick of it. There's no way of putting it any other way now. We are in the thick of it. We have very powerful energies whereby everything needs to come to the surface. Every single person that has blagged you, every single person that has interesting. Every single person that has tried to shut your voice down, every single person that has gained from manipulating you. This is an energy. I just got really huge deja vu saying that. So this is a big energy whereby, the light is going to be shone, which is very strange, because new moon is not about the new light shining. This is about, there being no moon in the sky. So it's very interesting that they give me the term a new light is going to be shone. So, like I say, we are stepping into the most powerful times we have ever known on this planet. There is a new sense of freedom that is working its way through our lives. And you may find that in this relationship is no longer serving me. Actually, I cannot be doing this anymore, or whatever it is. There is going to be a new sense of freedom. Now, don't do anything rash. I think that's the right way to say it. This is about being calm, being patient, and actually really figuring out if this is in alignment with you or if you are being impatient or something like that. Now, we all know our limitations and we're done with them. We're done with them. We are in the process of saying goodbye to the noise that has made us feel that we're not good enough, the noise that has made us feel that we're not worthy, and the noise that has made us feel insecure with our placement on this earth. You would have noticed there's a lot of people at the moment kind of fighting for their position, and insecurities are coming up. You will notice that there is a really surge of energy of people having hissy fits when they're not getting their own way, stamping their feet, having like those child tantrums. When you see a child in a supermarket and it's on the floor and it's like, that kind of thing. People are literally stamping their feet. They are throwing their toys out of their pram if they're not getting their own way, if they're not being seen, if they're not being heard. And rather than being communicating in a beautiful way, it's like they need to get like little digs in or little side comments. And this is exactly what is destiny to be taking place right now. During the lead up to the peak of this new moon, which is why I've decided to put this video out before the December energy, because we're really in the throes of the energy of this right now. And okay, we're in the throes of the December energy as well, which I am fingers crossed going to get that out in the next day or two as well. What we need to be recognizing is that in this energy, we are basically being shown who is going to be there for us and who is not. This is going to be friendships. Do they really have your back? Do they really have your best interest in heart? Are people using you to get what they need from you? And this could be intimate relationships, this could be friendships, could be anything. Really look at what this is about for you. Now, relationships are going to be strained and they are going to potentially crumble around Mercury retrograde, which I believe is about the 26th of this month, so very, very soon. It's important for us to recognize that anything that is out of resonance with us, we have to say goodbye to. I was walking on the beach this morning and there was like a whole heap of stuff was coming through to me. So I did a load of short little videos, which I'll be putting out on my TikTok channel and on my Instagram channel. So do check out the description field of this video for that. They're just like maybe 15 to 30-second videos of just gold. As I was walking, this information was coming in. And the reason I've just gone off on that tangent is I did one all about frequency and vibration. What we need to be recognizing right now is that whatever is the frequency that we are putting out is what we are receiving. So let's say, for example, you're confident and you are happy. What you're going to be attracting is people to you that are confident and happy. Now, this could be a mask that they're wearing. And as you get to know them, as you get to spend more time with them, actually you'll realize that their confidence isn't what they make out and that actually it's a mask. And this is down to you. It's a test for you to be, right, is this vibrationally aligned to me? Or they are going to be what they say. And you're going to be like, wow, this is an amazing vibrational match. Now, what you will be noticing in the same area is that people that you know, that you love, all of a sudden are stepping away from you because they physically cannot keep up with your vibration. I'm having this a little bit in my life at the moment. I've obviously set some massive goals for 2025, and it scares some people, perhaps not on a physical, human, intellectual level, but on a soul level or on a consciousness level. And that is okay. It's okay. If you are finding yourself wanting to step away from people, if you're wanting to kind of, take some time out, that's okay. Do that. Sometimes we have so much noise going on around us that we think that it's that isn't in resonance when actually it's much closer to home. And the only way we're going to figure that out is by taking time. So do recognize that relationships, communication is going to be strained around the, obviously because of the Mercury retrograde, but also because this new moon energy is like, we're done with all of the old inauthentic stuff. Okay, so on the flip side of that, which is a really beautiful thing, friendships could be significantly boosted as long as you are being truthful, open, and honest. Friendships could really go to a whole new level, and I'm actually finding that with my friends at the moment. I'm having the most beautiful conversations with people. I'm sitting down and having eyeball to eyeball and heart to heart conversations, even with some of the gorgeous people that I work with in my energy team. I'm speaking to them on the phone and there's just such a beautiful feeling between us. And then even just obviously somebody who I've become friends with recently, the guy who did the social media on my retreat, the videographer, amazing chap, amazing, and it's great to just sit down and have a conversation with him, and there is such a different, like we have such different lives, such different belief systems and everything, but like he went all in. He did a couple of the meditations at Soul School Retreat, and like he's really open to it, and I'm the same. I'll try anything. I'll try anything once. If I like it, then I'll keep doing it. If I don't like it, then I won't do it again. It's all about that. It's about really just connecting with people on a level and just knowing that if these relationships stick, then it's because you guys are resonant to each other. If they don't stick, you know that it's because it's not actually the way that it needs to be. This is just like a quick rubbing of the paths, if you like, and then you go off and you do your own thing. Now, I'm really hoping that this is not for my life when I say this, because I don't need any more of this in my life. I love what I've got. Thank you very much, but I don't need any more of it. There is a real surge of spontaneity. Like there's a real energy of spontaneity and spontaneous behavior towards the end of November, going into this new moon energy and through the 1st of December and into like the first week. Really, really spontaneous. So do not be surprised if you're like, screw it, let's jump in the car and go on a road trip, or hey, let's go on an adventure together, or whatever that may look like. Maybe you're spontaneously trying new foods, or you're putting yourself out there in different circumstances and situations. But just be aware that there is this really beautiful spontaneous energy, which I love so much. Often gets me in a lot of trouble, which is why I'm saying it's probably best that I just like leave my spontaneous boots at home for now, because it has been a year of spontaneity for me. I think I have been at home. Wow, January, part of March, April, May, and then I was gone. So yeah, I haven't even been at home for 6 months of this year. I don't think I need to up my spontaneity game, although I must say I've got lots of people from all over the world like, right, when we're catching up, right, I'm coming to Spain, right, I'm coming to, so it's really beautiful what's unfolding at the moment. And I feel very, very excited that I am so lucky to have such amazing people. And actually, I just want to take a moment. Thank you. Thank you to each and everyone that first and foremost, my best friends. I love you guys so much, and I just I love the support that you offer me with everything that I do. Even when I'm not around, some of you don't even know which country I'm in from time to time, and you're just always there for me. And I just want to say thank you so much for that. I'd also like to say thank you to the people that know me, the people that come on the retreats, the people that have spent time with me. Thank you so much for your support. To you guys who have never met me, but you watch all of my videos, again, you guys are so deeply ingrained in my heart. I am so grateful. And, really through 2025, we're going to come together a lot more. We're going to do some really, really cool stuff so that we can get to know each other better, and so we can spread this movement and the creation of Soul School at a much quicker rate. which is exactly where, like, that's all I'm focusing on right now. It's, yes, I've got to do magical things with my business to be able to make the money to start building that First Soul School, which we had our first call about the other day. So, through the new moon, we are going to see a lot being risen. I said this at the beginning around truth. Now, there is going to be a collapse of what people know to be the truth movement. There is going to be lots of questions coming up about that. There is going to be justice. People want justice to be served. There's going to be a lot of changes in the law. There's going to be a lot of tweaks and manipulation in the law. And what there is definitely going to be is a surge in protest behaviour. We are going to see much more. And in fact, there's a guy who I think very, very highly of. I actually saw him on LinkedIn today speaking about the farmers, that, like, what's going on with the farmers, not about the protests or anything, but about the farmers. And actually, I was really surprised to see such a highly influential businessman talking about such a provocative subject. So go you. I just think it's amazing that people are actually speaking out and using their platforms now, which is really, really amazing. Another thing that I see coming in very, very strong is punishments for those who have been manipulating the universal laws. Now, everybody will naturally go to the politicians and the governments and, you know, the elites and whatever they call those people, you know, those people. But it's closer to home than that. We have people that have taken money from us for a promise of this over here, and it's not true. We've had people sell things to us that actually have harmed us. And this, my friends, is where the universe is taking a stand. People have used a play on words for gain in life, in business, in relationships. People have said things didn't happen when they did. People have denied very important things when they actually happened. And this, all of it is coming to the surface now. And punishments will be handed. So I would encourage you all to get your house in order. I would encourage you all to get into alignment with what is going on. We are going to have whatever is required for people to recognize their truth to be done. It's literally a shake-up of everything right now as we know it. It's a shake-up from the core because so many of us are still blaming other people. So many of us are not taking responsibility. So many of us are not willing to say sorry. There's so much noise going on right now, and it is really important that we recognize that no matter what, we are being brought into alignment with our authenticity. What you speak, what you think, and how you act is the path that you are going to be walking. Now, I know I put this in one of the short videos earlier today, but I'm going to say it here as well. Every single one of us will evolve. Every single one of us will raise in consciousness. But we're going to be doing it at very different times. So it's time to ditch the competition. It's time to ditch the I'm right. Because that's just old-fashioned ego. It's old-fashioned ego to not put your hands up and go, do you know what? Yeah, I made a mistake. It's very important that we get into alignment with what actually resonates with us, who we truly are, and recognize these masks that we have been wearing that have kept us safe, kept us from saying sorry, kept us from recognizing that we are the freaking problem. And on that note, integrity is vital. Walk your talk. Alignment is the goal, and integrity is the way that we do it. Every single one of us has choices, every single one of us. And those choices, like the polarity of those choices is coming up for review. We all get to pick what mood we're in every day. You know, part of my beautiful Self-Love Club program is very much about deciding your vibe. And you know, like, you can literally decide your vibe. And the amount of people that have gone through this month and they've looked at it and they've gone, oh my goodness gracious me, this is so true. But we get into the woe is me, we get into the victim consciousness because it serves us on some sort of level. However, we're all chasing new growth. We're all chasing this aligned growth, this thing that people speak of. We are looking for it right now, yet a lot of people would like the results without doing the do. And again, this comes back to the universal laws. You've got to show up, you've got to put the work in. You can't be blagging it because the universe knows. Integrity is of utmost importance right now. Now, this is the bit that I am most excited about, ladies and gents. We are currently in the creation mode of the new aligned versions of the past. What do I mean by that? Schools, educational systems, medical, health, healing. You know, we did our first call in the last week for the Soul School community, and we had the most amazing conversation. I had people reaching out to me saying, this is how the business needs to be set up so the government can't tax it. This is, the kind of things that we need to do. We had some amazing ideas on the call. And, since then, I've really been looking at like, what subjects is Soul School going to teach? And it's incredible. And what's absolutely fascinating is some of the things that I have been thinking that Soul School is going to teach. People on the retreat, without us even teaching the subjects, have started getting the gold. They've started getting their gifts online. So all we need to do, I've learned this in the last week whilst doing the retreat. This time last week, we were just getting together at the retreat house. So what I've learned from that is all we need to do is get the vessel clean, the vessel clear, the vessel vibrating at the highest possible rate. And then all of a sudden, a lot of the things that I'm thinking about teaching will actually come online naturally for people. It's so exciting. Like, this to me is the most exciting thing ever. Like, I'm all systems go with Soul School. We've got amazing people coming together. We've got amazing people talking about, philanthropists that are willing to donate, and just all the cool stuff is going on right now. And to know that the methodology that I never knew it would work, we've literally put it into place last weekend, and we now have evidence, factual, that it works. There is going to be huge financial shifts during this new moon. If you haven't been looking at things like XRP, go take a look. It's wild how all of a sudden that has been growing. It is really incredible. So there is going to be huge financial shifts. There's going to be big twists and turns in the financial world. And do remember, ladies and gents, that abundance is a frequency of the new earth. You must embody it. You must choose it. Because there are a lot of people out there going, all of this should be free. All of this should just be, and I don't mean to be funny, but that is a lack mindset. If you are really invested in growth and abundance, those words wouldn't come out of your mouth. If you really want to choose new earth, then this is the time to realize that you have all of the abundance within you. And all you need to do is embody it, breathe it, and walk it forwards. Light bulbs are being switched on all around the world. So as the Christmas lights all around the world are being switched on, actually the awakening is taking place. We have so many people coming into a whole new way of living. There is a whole new awakening wave in flight right now through, medical stuff, through all sorts of different avenues. So the light bulbs are coming on in time for Christmas is the message that I have for you. I'm actually excited about Christmas for the first time ever in my life, ladies and gents. Stop the clock. I don't mean to be funny. I'm a right Scrooge, but actually I'm really excited for Christmas. So I've spoken very recently on videos that Aquarius has just stepped into Pluto. Now, what this basically means is that we need to be watching the water even more than ever. I do see more flooding. I do see more deep cleansing. I do see more purging. So, Aquarius, which is my sign, is the water bearer. So please be aware that the water bearer is very much in our midst right now, and there will be huge shifts where the water is concerned. Like I say, watch the water, floods, that kind of thing. Just be very, very aware. I actually see new growth. They're telling me new growth in the water, new growth in the water. I don't know what that means, whether that means lakes or seas or what, but there's going to be new growth in the water. So do keep an eye on that. So, ladies and gents, that is the new moon energy update for the 30th of November, 1st of December, depending on where you are around the world. Now, as always, I am going to show you or give you a new moon ritual. Now, I did a very powerful full moon evening on last Friday, and oh my goodness gracious me, on 15th on full moon, my god, it was one of the most powerful things ever. I channeled a Heyoki Native American. I channeled who else did I channel? I channeled Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, all sorts of different people that evening. And oh my goodness gracious me, it was the most powerful evening I think any of us have had. I've only seen like a couple of photos of that evening. All I remember is laughing my socks off so significantly because I had this big Heyoki Native American like trying to stay in me, and I'm like, you're way too big for me. Like, he was 6'7" and I'm 5'4". So it was a bit of an interesting dynamic, that, but it was really, really fun, and we had the most amazing ceremony on the 15th. So this new moon very much cleanse your auric field. Like, it is so important. There is so much sticky stuff in our auric field right now, so cleanse that and just say goodbye to the past. Like, this is all about creating new intentions. We are stepping into the last month of the year. We are stepping into 2025 being a new year. Like, this is our time, this is our moment. So cleanse your energy field. I release everything that no longer serves me. Do not come back. Be gone. Then do your space. So walk around with your sage or your Palo Santo or your salt or whatever it is, and just literally bring in, release all of the old energy and bring in the new. I'm releasing everything out to the end of the year so that I can welcome in the new year with new love, harmony, and peace in my heart, something like that. Then for 14 minutes, 1-4, I would like you to go into meditation. Now, I don't just go into meditation. I set up some crystals around me. I get my yoga mat. I have some candles burning. I have some music playing. And then I'll drop into a space of meditation, and I will go inwards on what am I intending with my life personally. Secondly, what am I intending for my life globally, i.e., what do we want the world to look like? Once you come out of that meditation after 14 minutes, get your journal, get your piece of paper, and get that written down, all of it, warts and all. And that might take you a good hour to get all of that out of your system. Once you have done that, what I personally will be doing is reading it all to make sure that it's comprehensive. If it's comprehensive, what I will then do is I will keep hold of that until the full moon. It's time for us to create our future reality, my friends. It is time for us to really get clear on what it is that we are choosing going forwards. We are in such a powerful period of time. Let's create those intentions. Let's create really what we are looking for, and let's go get it with both hands. Just go and grab it. Go grab. Guys, I love you to the moon and stars. I hope this video has resonated with you. If it has done, please do leave me a comment, pop the thumb up on it for me, and share it with anybody who you feel might be excited to hear what is going on for new moon. And I will be back super soon with the December energy update. Guys, love you loads. I will catch you on the flip side.